Oh, but I need some time off from that emotion. Time to pick my heart up off the floor. Oh, when love comes down without devotion, it takes a strong man, baby, and I'm showing you the door. Cause I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. Cause I gotta have faith, faith, faith. I gotta have faith, faith, faith.
Hello guys, today we are going to be reviewing a blessing of a game developed by Airnorth Games Concise, the Unholy Trinity.
My buddy Victor recommended that I consider this game for a video, and he even went out of his way to gift me a copy. So Victor, I'm eternally grateful for the game, thank you. When I first started the game, I assumed that the Unholy Trinity referred to the 3 chapters in the game, but that wasn't the case. It actually refers to demons in the story. So let's jump into the game's plot, but be warned, there are some spoilers ahead. Now, when I first checked out a trailer to decide if I wanted to play this game or not to review for the video, I was wondering how an 8-bit game that looked like the original Oregon Trail or Pitfall for the Atari 2600 could possibly be scary. Well, not only do the old school graphics really work and make this game look really unique, but they're subversive because you don't expect the jump scares or the creepiness in the game. Also, instead of any actual voice acting in the game, the developers chose to use a text-to-speech program to generate the dialogue, and it makes it equal parts creepy and hilarious depending on the context. Faith the Unholy Trinity is like if William Friedkin's The Exorcist took place in the 80s. You play as a priest named John Ward, whose faith is waning due to the failed exorcism of a young woman named Amy Martin, who killed her parents, another priest, and escaped. Weeks later, John continues his work and assists another priest named Father Garcia, who is conducting another exorcism. All the while, you are being pursued by demonic figures and cultists. The only ability you have in the game is holding up a cross to repel evil. So in that sense, it's a true survival horror game, because if you fail to repel a demon in time, then you get turned into a big, pixelated, gory mess. That happened to me many, and I mean many times during the playthrough. Continuing with the story, eventually you are led to a clinic that the possessed woman Amy used to work at and find out that there is a cult leader named Gary who is responsible for the demonic possessions, and an event known as the Profane Sabbath is just around the corner. You run into your old friend Lisa, who's been possessed by a demon named Alu. And then you get to join forces again with Padre Garcia in a cult lair beneath a daycare by stopping Gary from conjuring the Antichrist. Okay, if this sounds like a scatterbrained synopsis of events that happened in the story, it's because it is. Honestly, I feel like I could have followed the story a little bit more closely, but there was so much going on in the game's short runtime. I was trying to figure out who all the priests were in each chapter, who was possessed, what demon or boss you were fighting next, what creatures were stalking you. I think it was a little confusing for me for how quick the story progressed in the game's short runtime. Could the story have been told a little better? Maybe. Could I have been paying closer attention? Possibly. In fact, I'm totally going to have to play through the game again, because it was already too late before I realized that the Unholy Trinity actually referred to secret demon bosses that you had to beat in order to unlock the game's true ending. Or maybe I just wasn't paying too close attention to the game's story, because I was really engrossed in the game's atmosphere, the music, and the rotoscope cutscenes. You heard that right. Rotoscope cutscenes, which are a true highlight of the game. If you go into the game's asset folder, at least on Steam, the game's designer Mason Smith included his reference video that he rotoscoped and animated to create the game's cutscenes, which are a key component of heightening the creepiness of the game. So for my review, I think the game is too amazing not to play. It's short and sweet, and certainly scratches that survival horror itch. I know I need to get on the Silent Hill 2 remake because I hear it's GOAT. I'll get to it, I promise, okay? Just give me some time. Probably in the next video? I just wanted to show an indie horror game love for spooky season. That being said, I give Faith the Unholy Trinity 4.5 now out of 5 screams. Hope you guys have a happy Halloween, and remember,
Gary loves you. Gary loves you. Gary loves you. Bow scream, bow scream, bow scream. Bow scream, bow